Okay, our first movie is available on Netflix.
Yep.
And the name of it is In the Tall Grass. Diggs, how's it smell?
We have this alley in Southside Pittsburgh that is between a nightclub and a sushi restaurant.
Okay.
Those two places share a dumpster.
can
So the
smell it right
dumpster
now.
on a hot summer morning that contains the perfect mixture of vomit, rotting sushi, warm old beer, and lost hopes and dreams. So it produces a smell that no human should have to endure. Kind of like this movie.
Oh, okay. It was that bad. You thought it was
Wow.
that bad, this movie. Okay.
I did.
All right, Nick, what do you think? Do you agree? Disagree?
I'm not going to be that harsh only because the beginning sucked me in a little bit. So I'm going to say this smells to me, it's got that faint reminiscing smell of a good grilled cheese sandwich. And when someone's cooking a grilled cheese, you're like, it smells pretty good, you know? Especially when you're really, really hungry. It smells pretty good. The butter sizzling in the pan and the bread baking, and this will fill me up. But in reality, it's just a sad, cheaply made dinner for poors, and it's never actually as fulfilling or as good as it smells. It starts out pretty good, gets you sucked in a little bit. It's like, oh, okay, I see where we're going with this. It reminded me of like Open Water or Phone Booth, where those type of movies were. Oh, we actually are in a field of grass the entire movie. Okay,
Right.
I get it now. I'm in, but it didn't do it for me. The end, everything just got real loose. It went off the deep end, and it's one of those things where in the beginning you can't tell that it's a cheaply made horror movie, and then by the end you're like, oh, this should be on like Sci-Fi Network.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I went with it.
Okay, good. Bailey, how's
Yeah.
it smell?
My thing is, so like it's whenever you get home and you you open the door, close it, you're like, all right, cool, I'm here, and then you smell something that kind of stinks. It's kind of like one of those sweet, semi-rotting smells.
Yeah.
So you kind of start walking around. You walk around the kitchen. You're kind of sniffing around the sink, sniffing around the cabinets, whatever. If something went bad, and then you open the fridge and you see that there's a piece of rotting fruit in there. But you kind of had that little runaround for about 30 minutes or so where you're like, where is this coming from?
Well said.
Where is this going? Where is this
like it.
leading to?
All right, I like it. I'm going to say this movie to me smelled like chunky soup.
Okay.
Like, I'll eat it. It looks good when you put it in a bowl. But the bottom line is, I'm not going to do backflips over it because it comes in a can. You're just a lazy mom, in my opinion. That's what it takes me back to, is being a kid eating chunky soup and be like, come on, Mom, you put no effort in this? Like, it gets by. It's okay. But put a little effort in it. Cut up some fresh vegetables. Season it to taste. Use some herbs. All that stuff. Put a little love in it while you're making it because it shows in the finished project. And that's how this movie felt to me when I finished it. I'm like, you don't love me enough. you took
It's
the
not
easy
even
way out.
stovetop chunky.
No,
either.
no.
It's
No.
microwave chunky.
Yes, absolutely. Like, it gets by. It's okay. Even if I didn't review this, I probably wouldn't have turned it off. I probably would have finished it. But that's as good as it gets for me.
It had all the makings of a classic horror movie, like all the good tropes, right? You had the creepy kid with the big eyes. All right, you had the ominous tones when they're in the shots of the sun.
You had
looking up
random
at the
woof.
sun.
You had random woof noises.
Yeah,
For no
The
reason.
noises, the dead animals. There was that
The dog being
graphic
dead was
shot
cool.
of the dead dog, and then baby sacrifice. It was like all these things that like you would find in a classic, like seemingly good horror movie, and then it just fell to shit.
Also,
I had hope when I saw Patrick Wilson.
Yeah,
was in it, 'cause
yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
know he was in it.
He's
When I
become
saw
like
him,
a horror,
big
horror guy now.
Love the Haunting, or Conjuring.
Insidious, The Nun, all that stuff.
I'm like, this guy. I love this guy. I love what he does, and I'm like, all right, this is going to take off now. It's going to be something. And no,
I also got a little excited when fake DiCaprio showed up.
Yeah.
The boyfriend or whatever, when he was wearing his hat.
Dude, he did.
He looked like a little bit like
did.
DiCaprio when he showed up. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe we got a future here.
I will say, casting wise, those two look like brother and sister.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
than really brother and sisters do. And I'm like,
The kid was creepy looking?
That kid's really creepy looking.
I thought he was good. I thought
Yeah.
the kid was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he's
Also, when The
very
Rock
good.
opened up underneath it, and there was a bunch of weird stuff going on underneath
Yeah, that never really got explained.
No, and it was like throwback to every like visualization of what it's like to fall to hell. Like it's
Yeah.
been overdone. The bodies on top of each other, whatever. I've
Yeah.
seen that a million
Well, that's what I was
times.
like,
I'm
okay,
is that what
so-
you're trying to say?
Is this aliens? Is it supernatural?
Yeah.
And they also never explained like there was a continuous time loop where they just kept coming back to the field, and they were like, "Oh, this couple's been missing for 4 months," but they never it was bad.
That rock, I think it was the exact meteorite from Joe Dirt. Like it was the exact model, and then they just carved stuff into it.
Too simple. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
too simple.
The
I
kid
think
being- I
you
didn't-
meld it in.
I didn't like the kid being stuck in there at the end either. Like, oh, you can get out, but I've got to stay.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we saying here? Like all of a sudden, because Patrick Wilson's character, what was his name? Ross.
Yeah.
He was totally
Should've been a
consumed
giveaway.
and became evil from the right.
the other one did not. The other
and
guy-
the other guy's like, well, I can control it. I can control it and be the nice guy who controls the field now. That doesn't make any sense to me.
And then there was a loop. There was a portal to get out. They just completely ignored the portal to get out of the.
Yeah. I hate to make this lazy pun, but like to enjoy this movie, you're gonna have to be high on grass.
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
To
have
watch
to
in the
smoke
tall
them.
grass,
Yes.
you're going to have to consume some real grass.
Yes.
Absolutely.